The Napoleonic Code, created after the French Revolution, did not just create a foundation for France's current legal system. It served as an example for many other European countries, and its impact reached as far as Northern Africa and Latin America. Before Napoleon established the Napoleonic Code, France based its legal system on Roman law and feudalism. Roman common law was a decision-making process made by courtroom judges, rather than a formal written law. Under feudal law, there existed a class of kings, lords and their vassals, and peasants. This social structure had low upward mobility, and there were little liberties allowed. Land was owed in return for military service, and law was determined by hierarchical relationships rather than the state. Additionally, marriage and family affairs were managed by the Roman Catholic Church, promoting divine authority. Before the Napoleonic Code, French philosopher Voltaire said that a traveler in France changes his law almost as often as he changes his horses. After the French Revolution, however, which prioritized egalitarianism, an experienced military leader named Napoleon Bonaparte established a written law built on the revolutionist principles. Napoleon, as first consul, employed the help of a legislative body, a plenary assembly, and 4 jurists in the drafting process. On September 3, 1807, the code was officially established. It abolished feudalism, privileges of the social elite, and set emphasis on individual freedoms, property, and family. It also organized the branches of the legal system, including criminal law and commercial law. Napoleon created a Legion of Honor, which recognized loyal servants to the state. This eliminated the advantage of wealth, and it rewarded those who dedicated themselves to selfless deeds. In terms of ownership, Napoleon made sure that there was respect for private property, so he distinguished movable goods from fixed goods. While the Napoleonic Code provided stability and clarity for the French, it was a step back from the progressive ideals of the Revolution. It reinforced paternal societal standards, giving fathers the ultimate power. They had the right to punish their children, even if that meant jail. The code also had a reductionary role for women, where they were recognized only as property and childbearers. A husband was required to be present at all of his wife's dealings, and a woman could not own a residence other than the one of her husband. Women could only request a divorce if her husband was insane, a criminal, or brought his mistress under their roof. This was a distinction from revolutionary France, when divorce was accessible. Despite the historical limitations, the Napoleonic Code was an enlightened document. For the first time, the French had a hegemonic legal structure, and it serves as the cornerstone to France's legal doctrine. Current countries around the world have since adopted its key features, and it also applied to the conquered lands of Napoleon. Laws in modern-day France must be proposed by the government and passed by the French Parliament, National Assembly, and Senate, and they are signed into law by the President. This prevents the rise of a despot who hijacked all branches of government to rule, such as Napoleon when he declared himself emperor. Today in France, its codifications thrive, and civil equality under the law now applies to both men and women.